welcome back to the Chemistry Simplified classes. Today we are going to have the last lecture for acid, bases and salts. So today we will be discussing about the salts. So in the previous lecture we have discussed the bases, the acids, the reaction, and we will talk one important reaction, that is neutralization reaction. So we give the heading, that is salts. Okay, how a salt is formed. So we have discussed neutralization reaction, that is when acid reacts with a base, it forms salt and water. It forms salt and water. Okay, so we can say that a salt is a compound formed when hydrogen is replaced from the acid, right? We have learned so many examples when acid reacts with metal or bases react with metal to remove, and a hydrogen is replaced from the acid. Okay, another thing is that a salt is produced by the reaction of acid and a base. For example, HCl plus NaOH gives NaCl plus water. Alright. Now, there are different families of salts. Okay, so the salts which are produced from HCl are called chlorides. From sulfuric acid are called sulfates. From nitric acid are the nitrates. From carbonic acid are called the carbonates, and from acetic acid are called the acetates. So these are the acetates. Okay, now why I am calling family of salts? What do we understand by family of salt? So by family of salts, the salts which have the same positive ion or negative ion are said to belong to the same family. Okay, for example, sodium chloride and sodium sulfate. I am saying sodium chloride and sodium sulfate. Okay, so here we can see there is Na plus ions. In both the salts we have the same positive ions. Okay, so these are called the sodium salts because both have the same positive ion. Alright, so now suppose if we are provided with the salt, so we can easily identify which are the acids and bases present in it. For example, suppose I say potassium sulfate. Potassium sulfate is K2SO4. Identify the acid and the base. So you can see here it is a sulfate salt. That means it is formed from the sulfuric acid. So simply we can replace H2SO4. We can check it out and it is K2. So put it K. So what will be the reaction? So when the salt will be formed, it will be K2SO4 plus H2O. Okay. Similarly, if I say sodium sulfate. Sodium sulfate is Na2SO4. What is the acid? What is the base? So again, acid will be what? H2SO4 and base will be NaOH. Okay, so this is how we can easily identify the acid and the base from the salt given. If I say magnesium sulfate, then the base will be magnesium hydroxide and acid will be sulfuric acid. If I say sodium carbonate, then acid is H2SO3, carbonic acid, and base will be sodium hydroxide. Okay, now on the basis, let us discuss the pH of the salt solution. These are the salts, family of salts. Then what is the pH of a salt solution? What is the pH of the salt solution we will discuss. Now generally we know that these salts are prepared from the neutralization reaction. Mainly the salts, the aqueous solution of many salts, they are neutral. But some salts are acidic in nature, whereas some salts are also basic in nature. Okay, so the salts of strong acid, the salts produced from the of strong acid and weak bases, they are given acidic solution. For example, the salts of strong acid. I should give the heading pH of the salt solution. pH of salt solution. Okay, so generally the aqueous solution of the salts are neutral, but there are some some salts they also produce acidic as well as basic solution. So for example, the salt of strong acid and a weak base gives acidic solution. Give acidic solution, that means the pH value is less than 7. For example, when ammonium chloride NH4Cl is dissolved in water, it forms a weak base NH4OH and it gives HCl. This is a weak base and this is a strong acid. Since a strong acid is formed, that is why more number of H plus ion concentration will be there, and that is why the salts of strong acid and weak base produce the acidic solution. Then if we have a strong base and weak acid, then we will get a basic solution. Okay, the salts of weak acid and strong base are giving basic solutions or alkaline solution. For example, if I take sodium carbonate is dissolved in water, it gives a strong base NaOH and a weak acid, that is carbonic acid. So this is the weak acid and this is the strong base. So here a strong base is formed, that is why the concentration of OH minus will be more as compared to H plus. Okay, so we get a basic solution. So this is clear from the example that the salts, they are acidic solutions, the salt of the strong acid and weak base give acidic solution, and the salts of strong base and weak acid give basic solutions. Alright. The next we are going to know about the common salt, how common salt is formed. So this we have done so many times, the solution of acid and base, the neutralization reaction between NaOH and HCl gives us common salt. The common name of the sodium chloride is common salt. Okay. So we should know both common as well as chemical name. So this is how we get sodium chloride, which is the common salt. Alright. So how do we obtain this? This is in nature. We know that we can obtain sodium chloride or common salt by evaporation. Alright. Now this common salt is very important because we can get a lot of chemicals from the sodium chloride. For example, sodium hydroxide, soda, then washing soda, baking soda, all of these can be obtained from NaCl, and let us see one by one. So next part is salts. From common salt. The chemicals from common salt. First is sodium hydroxide. Okay, sodium hydroxide. Now how sodium hydroxide is formed? So sodium hydroxide is produced by the electrolysis of concentrated aqueous solution of NaCl. Concentrated solution of NaCl. So by the electrolysis of NaCl we can get three products. What are the three products? We will get NaOH plus Cl2 gas plus H2 gas. We can balance this. Alright. So the products. So how do we get sodium hydroxide? We can get sodium hydroxide by the electrolysis of NaCl. And And the products that are obtained during this reaction, they are also very, very useful. For example, sodium hydroxide is used for making soaps and detergents. It is used for making artificial textile fibers. It is used for manufacture of paper. Then degreasing material. Chlorine is used for making the it is again used for the preparation of bleaching powder. Then it is used to sterilize drinking water. Then it is also used for various solvents. Then hydrogen we know it is used in the production of hydrochloric acid. It is used for the hydrogenation of oils. It is used as a fuel, and so on. There are so many uses for hydrogen. And if we talk about the uses of hydrochloric acid, again it is used in the medicines and cosmetics. It is used in textile, dyeing, tanning industry, etc. So we should know uses of the chemicals also. Next we have washing soda. How can we prepare washing soda? So production of washing soda. What is washing soda? Washing soda is sodium carbonate decahydrate, dot 10H2O. Now how this is prepared? First of all, a cold and concentrated solution of sodium chloride is taken and is reacted with ammonia and carbon dioxide to form sodium hydrogen carbonate and NHOCl. This sodium hydrogen carbonate is precipitated out as solid, and then this is further heated to form the anhydrous sodium carbonate along with water and carbon dioxide. And sodium hydrogen carbonate is heated to form the anhydrous sodium carbonate and water and carbon dioxide. So this anhydrous sodium carbonate obtained here is known as soda ash. Sorry. Then this anhydrous soda ash is dissolved in water and recrystallized to get the washing soda. So again in the third step, Na2CO3 is dissolved in water to form 10 molecules to form the sodium carbonate decahydrate, which is the washing soda. Okay, so this is a detergent that we use in our home. Okay, so this is the reaction for the preparation of washing soda. It is transparent. Okay, and uses, we know that it is used for removing the permanent hardness of water. Okay, washing soda is used to remove the permanent hardness of water. It is used in the manufacture of sodium compounds. Then it is used as a detergent. Alright, so this was washing soda. Moving on, next is baking soda. So we have the reaction of baking soda here only. Okay, I'm just changing the name. How can we prepare baking soda? So just we have seen the reaction here. When the cold and concentrated sodium chloride is treated with ammonia and carbon dioxide, we get sodium hydrogen carbonate, which is nothing but it is the baking soda. This is the baking soda. And the uses of baking soda, it is generally used for preparing pizzas and breads, then generally for the bakery purposes. Alright, apart from that, it is also used for in the sodium bicarbonate fire extinguisher. Okay, so that is the use of baking soda. Last we have one more is bleaching powder and plaster of Paris. I'm not going in detail because we don't have to, we just need to know the preparation and the uses, 1 or 2 uses. So what is bleaching powder? Bleaching powder is calcium oxychloride, CaOCl2. So we should know both the names. Bleaching powder is calcium oxychloride. Now how it is prepared? It is prepared by treating calcium hydroxide, okay, with chlorine. Okay, so when the bleaching powder is prepared by the passing of chlorine gas over dry slate lime. This is slate lime, okay. So when Cl2 or chlorine gas is passed through slate lime, we get calcium oxychloride and water. This is calcium oxychloride, also called the bleaching powder. Now what are the uses of bleaching powder? It is used for the manufacture of chloroform. It is used for making wool unshrinkable. It is used as the oxidizing agent. It is used for the disinfecting drinking water. Okay, all these are the uses of bleaching powder. The last is plaster of Paris. Last reaction is plaster of Paris. Is for plaster of Paris. Now what is plaster of Paris? Plaster of Paris, that is calcium sulfate dot H2. And how it is prepared? It is prepared by heating gypsum, that is CaSO4 dot 2H2. This is gypsum is heated over 100 degrees Celsius, so it loses some of the water molecules and forms CaSO4 dot half H2O, that is plaster of Paris, and water molecule is removed. So this is plaster of Paris. Alright. Now this reaction is carried under controlled condition, because if the gypsum is heated above 100 degrees Celsius, then it will lose all its water of crystallization and it will form anhydrous calcium sulfate. Okay, then the property of plaster of Paris is that it is a white powder and it has a very remarkable property of setting into a hard mass, and that is why it is used generally for medicinal purposes. Okay, then plaster of Paris is also used for making toys, decorative items, etc. Alright, so this is also a question which is important for board purposes. Okay, so here we have completed the lecture part of this second chapter, acid, bases and salt. Then some of the questions that may be asked in this chapter. For example, let us discuss 1 or 2 questions. Now consider the following substances. Okay, you have NaCl, CaOH2, NaHCO3, ammonia, sodium carbonate, water. Let us just write, okay, a question. A question is, consider the following substances like NaCl, okay, NaCl, calcium hydroxide, then sodium hydrogen carbonate, then we have ammonia, sodium carbonate, then we have water, Cl2, then we have CaSO4 dot 2H2O, then we have 2 CaSO4, okay, then we have CaOCl2. Okay, the question is, which compound represents plaster of Paris? So which is the plaster of Paris here? Plaster of Paris is here or not? Which substance, which compound represents plaster of Paris? So here it should have been half. Okay, so this is the plaster of Paris. Which compound represents an antacid? So what is an antacid here? Sodium hydrogen carbonate is a antacid. Okay, and which compound is a part of baking powder? So baking powder is again sodium hydrogen Carbonate is a part of baking powder. Alright, and what is bleaching powder here? So if we say what is bleaching powder, so here we have calcium oxychloride, which is the bleaching powder. So any type of questions can be asked from this chapter. Then you have been given the substance. A compound X which is prepared from gypsum has the property of hardening when mixed with a proper quantity of water. Identify the compound X. What is compound X? Compound X is prepared from gypsum. And what is that compound? That is plaster of Paris. Write the chemical equation for this preparation. So we have the chemical equation also written here. And for what purpose is it used in hospitals? So generally it is used for the whenever the person has got fracture. So in order to it is used as a setting for fractured bones, right? Next question is, give one example each of a salt which gives an aqueous solution having pH less than 7, pH equal to 7, pH more than 7. Okay, so what is that? One example each of a salt which gives aqueous solution having pH less than 7. pH less than 7 means it is acidic. So just now we have done an example of ammonia chloride. pH equal to 7. pH equal to 7 is NaCl, right? Then pH more than 7, just now we did, that is sodium carbonate. Alright, so this type of questions are asked. Then you have another question is, what is meant by a family of salts? So you know what is family of salts. The salts which we have same positive ions or same negative ions are called said to belong to the same family of salts. So these are some of the questions. This chapter is very easy. I hope you have understood the lecture. If not, then go through the lectures again and try to understand. If you have any doubts, you can comment on the section in the comment section, and I'll clarify your doubt. I hope you have understood this. If you like my lectures, please like and subscribe it, and do share it with your friends. Thank you.